Congratulations, Luis, over to your right. Incredible performance. That was amazing. And apparently, Dana was telling us your weight cut was really bad, so things were tough for you.
Uh, Bad's relative. I'd say it went pretty good, actually. I made weight.
How, what was going on? And you were up all night. Is that what the case was?
Yeah, well, I had fought about 2 weeks before that for Fury against Jacob Silva, so had basically 2 weeks off of just enjoying life, letting little injuries recover, and they let me know on 7 days' notice about the opportunity, and I was like, well, hell or high water, I'm gonna make the weight. So made the weight. Just took about 3 different weight cuts from 11 in the afternoon, 6 in the morning.
It was so incredible, especially given Nick comes out like crazy and takes you down. Looks like he's going to get that submission and the fight's going to be over in the first 30 seconds. When you went down and he was going for that choke. A, was it close ever? And B, what's going through your mind? Like, oh fuck, I get this opportunity and now here we go.
No, the choke wasn't that close, and really it just pissed me off. And that's when I started getting up and started hitting him. But yeah, it wasn't that close. We expected him to come out guns blazing first round. We knew we were going to have to fight off some takedowns, but we were also pretty sure my striking would, show the difference between us once we got to the feet.
And I was going to ask you, you were hitting him right after that with some clean strikes and, really were cracking him a lot. Is that something in your game that's normally that good, that you're striking your hands or your strength?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's my favorite thing to do. I love it. It's like I wrestled in college too. I could be laying, praying, and trying to take guys down, hold them down, but Dana wants fighters. Dana wants exciting fighters. Otherwise, Piccinini would have been signed the last time he fought. But I'm out there. I'm risking it. You see the last 30 seconds of the fight. I pointed down. I said, "Come here. I'll give you a chance to win the fight. It'll be me or you. I don't care." He shot in on a single leg, probably lost him the fight.
The pace was insane in that too. Did you feel that? Because if you fought only 2 weeks ago and had a tough weight cut, did you feel the pace, and were you having a suck wind toward the end of the fight at all?
Oh, for sure. I was tired. I just didn't care. It was, what? Tired's in your head. It was, I'm going to be tired and then just give up and let this guy beat me? It was like, no, I'll be tired every day when I have to go against Royval and he throws you in 20 submissions in like 15 seconds and you have to fight out of every single one. It was like, I have to do fight simulations with Matza over there, and he's just trying to figure out creative ways to murder you for 25 minutes. So yeah, I'm used to being tired. We train like that, so it wasn't anything different.
Royval just put on one of the most incredible fights Saturday in a long time, right? That was an impressive performance against a really high-level guy. Do you think you surpassed him tonight with the performance you put on?
Oh, no, definitely not. I'm not at that level yet. I mean, that was awesome. I was so happy for him. That was like one of the coolest experiences that I could have had this weekend, and I think it definitely helped with my own performance tonight. I was able to walk out to the corner, with Royval. Everything was 10 times louder, 10 times crazier. So it was almost like more of a laid-back feeling once I was in there for my fight. I was like, oh, well, I've already seen this. I know what's going to happen. I was even in the same corner as him, so it was almost exactly the same.
I saw him during the fight standing up, and he was taking pictures of you, and he had a big smile on his face for most of the time he was in there. It was like he probably knew something the rest of us didn't know from training with you, I guess.
Yeah, it was like, ever since we all set out and made our own little team over there at the UFC gym Lone Tree, it's just been awesome. And, I feel like we're all just learning so much together. We're all super close, me and Brandon, Alex, Rafa, Clay, and it's just, we're a band of brothers. So when any one of us succeeds, we all succeed, and we're just pushing each other up and up and up. And now we're like 4-0 as a team in the last month.
So what does it mean to you, given your journey and everything you've been through, to finally be in the major leagues? You hit the top level. Like, what does this mean to you, and how significant in your career is this?
Yeah, I mean, it means everything. I sacrificed as much as I could sacrifice: time, effort, money, relationships. It's just I'm just so thankful to have people around me that push me and care for me, and they just want me to succeed as much as anyone else does. I'm just now the work's just begun. We're here now, and my goal isn't to be in the UFC; it's to be a UFC champ.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Luis, you were so close for so long, and you had so many people saying like this dude's the best flyweight on the regional scene. Why isn't he in the UFC? At some point, with the you were so close. The matchmakers knew about you. Everybody knew about you. Was there ever a point where it's like, dude, like when the fuck are they gonna call me?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it gets discouraging if you're, you're out there, you're winning, and you keep doing what you need to be doing, and there's still nothing out there. But I think it just goes to show you, like, if there's an opportunity, you need to take it. And I didn't care, what the circumstances was. I was sicker than a dog on 7 days' notice. My wife was looking at me like I was crazy. She's like, "Are you sure you can do this? You can't even talk without coughing." I was like, "I'm going to do it. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I need to go run." And then, just made it happen. Yeah.
Was this fight supposed to happen in Fury a few times?
Yeah, it was. I heard they declined. I don't know if my team declined, but I know it was floating around for a little bit. I kind of expected our paths would cross eventually if we kept doing well in Fury. And just so happened, we end up crossing in Contender Series, so good for me.
And I'm assuming the game plan was basically how the fight played out. He was going to try and take you down. You were going to walk him down. Was there anything else kind of to it, or?
No, the game plan was pretty simple. He's going to try to take you down. We're going to get up and we're going to hurt him. We're going to be violent, and we're going to make him pay every second that we're on the feet. If he tries to take us down, we get back up or we use our jiu-jitsu, and then we just make him regret saying yes to this fight once we're on our feet.
Obviously, he's a very high-level college wrestler. Mm-hmm. Does this give you confidence about your wrestling and other fighters in the UFC that, like, dude, like, if this guy can't take me down, hold me down, like, who can?
Yeah, for sure. I have supreme confidence in my wrestling, and most people, they forget about it or they think that my wrestling's non-existent. No, man. I'm just trying to knock you out. I want to get bonuses once I'm in the UFC. It's like, I'm not trying to wrestle you. Like, come here. I'm trying to be like Justin Gaethje has good wrestling. You ever see him using it? No, he's getting sweet knockouts. And so that's what I'm trying to do.
That being said, when obviously you're probably going to want to take some time off, but when would be a perfect return for you?
I'd have to talk to my coaches about it and get a little, game plan going on. We've had a crazy month with the team, and even me is, I fought 2 weeks ago, just got another fight. So I think if I go immediately back to training, my wife's going to kill me. So I should probably take a couple weeks off and spend some time together for that.
Congrats, dude.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Awesome.